We're in Philippians 4, nearing the close of this powerful letter. And in these next verses, Paul opens up about something deeply personal, his relationship with the Philippians and what he's learned through seasons of plenty and seasons of need. This section is so rich and sometimes so misunderstood, especially verse 13. So let's slow down and listen carefully. Let's read Philippians 4, 10-14 together. I rejoiced in the Lord greatly, because once again you renewed your care for me. You were in fact concerned about me, but lacked the opportunity to show it. I don't say this out of need, for I have learned to be content in whatever circumstances I find myself. I know how to make do with little, and I know how to make do with a lot. In any and all circumstances, I have learned the secret of being content, whether well-fed or hungry, whether in abundance or in need. I am able to do all things through Him who strengthens me. Still, you did well by partnering with me in my hardship. Paul begins with joy, not because of the gift itself, but because of the relationship behind it. You renewed your care for me. The Greek phrase here implies a reviving, like a plant blooming again after a season of dormancy. Paul's not saying, you finally gave me money. He's saying, your concern blossomed again, and that blessed me deeply. He acknowledges that their concern had always been there. They just lacked the opportunity. This is mature gratitude, rooted in love, not entitlement. Now we come to the heart of the passage. I have learned to be content. That phrase, I have learned, is fascinating. In Greek, it's emathon, and it implies more than acquiring knowledge. It's a word used in discipleship and apprenticeship. It's about being initiated into something through experience. Paul's saying, I wasn't born content. I didn't stumble into it. I had to be trained by life and by God in it. This connects beautifully to Discernment 1:9-10. Contentment isn't passive. It's discerned, grown, learned through walking with God over time. Now let's look at the word content itself, autarkes in Greek. It means self-sufficient in the Stoic world, but Paul flips the idea. He's not saying he's sufficient in himself. He's saying he's God-sufficient. In any situation, I've learned to rest in Christ's provision. This is gospel contentment, not based on circumstances, but based on a person. Paul says, I know how to live with little and with much. Again, the word know here is not just head knowledge. It's experiential. Paul has been in prison, shipwrecked, beaten, hungry, and he's also been supported, welcomed, and blessed. In any and all circumstances, that covers everything, full fridge or empty, praise or rejection, comfort or pain. Paul doesn't just preach Christ, he walks with Christ in every season. This is mature, Spirit-led discernment in action. I can do all things through Him who strengthens me. This verse is probably one of the most quoted and misquoted verses in the Bible. It's not about winning games or conquering your goals. In context, Paul is saying, I can endure all seasons. I can walk through feast or famine, through joy or suffering, because Christ is my strength. This is about spiritual resilience, not success. Christ is not giving Paul power to escape hardship. He's giving him strength to endure it. When we put this verse back in its rightful place, it becomes even more powerful. It's not a slogan. It's a survival confession. Paul circles back to gratitude. You did well by partnering with me in my hardship. The word for partnering is again sukoinoneo, closely tied to koinonia, the word used all the way back in chapter 1. This is the fellowship of the gospel, not just sharing ideas or beliefs, but sharing burdens, costly love. The Philippians didn't just send a gift, they stood with Paul, financially, emotionally, spiritually. This is the kind of partnership that flows from discernment and maturity. So what have we seen? Contentment isn't a personality trait, it's a discipled mindset. I have learned means being initiated into Christ-shaped endurance. I can do all things isn't about achieving dreams, it's about enduring every season with Christ. True gospel partnership involves sharing in both joy and hardship. Let me ask, what has Christ been teaching you through your circumstances? Are you learning contentment or resisting it? Is your strength rooted in Him or in outcomes? Who are you standing with, not just in comfort, but in hardship? This is the heart of Paul's message. Mature faith doesn't escape reality. It stands firm in Christ, no matter what.